Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kate in Melbourne, and as always, really happy to have you along with me. So my adventures on my little trip for the quilt show and my workshop and a holiday continues. And my husband has just texted me that he's landed at the airport and will be soon coming in to join me. So I'm so excited, and we are going out to some shows for the comedy festival. If you live in Melbourne or know Melbourne, you'll know that it is just the most buzzy place to be, and I just love that we get to be down here and experience it at this time. So I am sneaking this in, so it might be a really short video because I don't want to be filming when he arrives. But here I have one of the nests that I had with me yesterday. You know, I've been doing so-called surgery on my nests or renovations, and I'm happy to say that I bought about 4 nests down. They stacked inside each other, and here literally is a combination of me packing up after the workshop. I had the most wonderful time, and I received some happy mail as well, so I thought I'd share that with you. I've been to the Vivienne Westwood exhibition this morning with Zoe and Missy from Missy Made This, and Kristen and Marla, and yeah, so the excitement continues. What I did think I'd share with you is that I took some of my Indian treasures down, and I can't remember what I've shown you or what I haven't, but one of them is this braid, and quite a number of the ladies used this braid on their pouches to bind it to be a separate gold ribbon. It just proved to be really, really versatile. So I will have that at upcoming places. I also launched what's going to be a signature braid of mine, and at my bazaar I actually sold this by the meter yesterday, and it was very popular. So the beauty of this trim, and I can't remember whether I've showed you or not, it's so versatile. So in a meter you get enough to keep you going for so long, and I've got it in many different colors. But these individual bits here can be like little individual treasures, like postage stamps or flowers or designs, and you can just cut them out. Also along the bottom, you've got this ribbon effect that you can cut, and again you can use that as the binding on, you know, a fabric book cover, a pouch, a tote, a shirt, whatever you like. So that's I need to think of a great name for that because I just adore it. Literally I do adore it. I popped a few goodies in the girls' kits as well. This is a leftover one, but I do have this beautiful Indian fabric that has individual embroidered flowers and motifs on it. So shared that. There's sari that was shared, and the dingle dangle the dingle dangle beading that is now twisted up, but I'm just sending you joy this morning, or maybe just turned afternoon, just sharing with you some of the bits and pieces. I had fabric, I had these, I had done the harvesting of a tablecloth that had a big stain in the center, and all the girls got, I think, 6 or 9 of these individual flowers, and they used them in beautiful ways. I'll be publishing some, sorry, I thought that was my memory being full. Buttons, what else is there in there? Little badges, so lots of treasures mixed up. So anyway, that's my nest because this background is stark white. It's a white glass. Okay, so a bit of happy mail sharing. And Missy this morning told me that she, like me, loves a haul video. So I was gifted things at the workshop, and I have a combination of them in here. So from Noreen, from the beautiful Collete and Sarah, everyone's beautiful, but let's talk about Noreen first. Noreen, it was so lovely to meet you in person. She bought me this bag with a beautiful message that I will keep private. I peeked in and went over to her because I didn't want to go through the whole treasures at the workshop, and I know that's got good and bad points, but I love to savor. But I peeked in and I saw this swan, and I went over, and that was enough for me. I went over and I said, "You've got me a swan, I've got the tingles," and I showed her that I had goose flesh like tingles. And look at her, so joy. And she said, "Did you see the other swan? There's more than one." And I didn't, but I did last night. So look at this, ladies. It's a crocheted swan. I keep saying I'm going to crochet mine, but I haven't yet. And if you're into crocheting, I hope you can work out how to do the pattern, because this is very, very fine crocheting wool, but is filigree. So literally you do your treble or your double crochet or single with a chain, and then you fill in the picture. So it's like crocheting by number. You can see the rows go that way when it was being done. Just absolutely beautiful. So that could that go on my swan tote, which I didn't bring with me. But then an absolute delectable share of beautiful fabrics and brocades that in turn I will use and then share with others. There's trims, look at that one. So thoughtful. I mean, I find it hard to receive. I like giving and sharing, so I just do appreciate the thought and the care that goes in. Look at these pieces, all collected and stunning. And Noreen told me that she had been to India and maybe had lived there, I don't know, but she shared that love. And look at this. That is a statement piece as well. And this is beautiful and soft, so soft. And look at the color of this, and you know, the possibilities with cutting and using the grid. Then a collection of beautiful florals, vintage, so soft and great for embroidering and going in all my work as well as and look, this has been, is that a sleeve or something? I'd say so. Look at that. So there's an idea, everyone. Just when you go vintage shopping and op shopping, just look at the clothing as well. And that's on linen. So that is extremely beautiful. So let's put two swans there on the flowers. It's funny, I don't do blue water, do I? Is that better? Just, I hope that was in view. I'll come down for the next bit. Then the gorgeous Collete, and she's made me, she wraps her gifts beautifully, and she's made me a brooch, but I've left it, that was the wrapping up here. I'll have to show you that another time. She said, "Now be careful, it's glass." Look at this. Oh, this takes me so back. When I was growing up, you didn't go out to dinner very often, but if we went out, we would go and I would have a prawn cocktail. Prawns remain my favorite food, along with lobster that I don't get very much. If I have some prawns, mango, and avocado and lettuce and some sauce, I'm a happy person. So it used to be served in that. So this is particularly beautiful. I'm going to make a cupcake to go in there, pincushion, if you don't know about those. Then wrapped up, you won't believe this, wrapped up in here, is, look, a vintage Christmas decoration, glass, and just the shape of that. Oh, absolutely, I can't wait for Christmas, so it'll have to dingle dangle somewhere in my studio and wrapped in this beautiful, I don't know whether to call it a hanky, because I don't think it is, but it's got this, again, the crochet around it, and it smells beautiful. Oh, it smells divine. Just wrap that up. I haven't broken them, Collette. Collette is here on the weekend with her husband doing the comedy festival and the show and my workshop too, so I know she probably won't be watching. And then Colette's channel, I should plug that, is CC Davis Studios, and she has showed how to make these the little mats that can be coasters. She uses her vintage buttons. I better just bring that up close. And isn't that a great idea for bowerbirds like us who just love collecting? So just so thoughtful, so gorgeous. And yeah, Collette has an amazing personality. She just brings joy. And I got to sit beside, I nuzzled in at the corner of her table. Well, we were all on one table. How do I describe that? She was at the head of the table and I joined her at the side. So we had a lovely time. So that was that. So, you know, who goes to workshops and gets gifts like this? Me, the luckiest person in the world. All right. To Sarah. Sarah presented me with a box that was tied up so beautifully, and I haven't got the box because I knew I'd squash it coming home. But Sarah's coming up for Fleur Woods' 5-day workshop, and she's going to bring it with her. And it was all done in layer upon layer, and I've messed it up, Kate style, but I just couldn't wait to show you. Look at this as a panel. That just takes my breath away. And look at these little flowers in the corner and in a gold frame. Now Sarah is not on YouTube, but she is a contemporary cross stitch artist. She made me the little bag wrap purse pouch that I carry in my tote. So you'll have heard me talk about her before. She is a true artist, an amazing human, and her eye is exquisite. So she has selected and made things for me. So I'm just going to take you quickly through some of those selections, like glorious, and fabric, layer upon layer. And Sarah has, you know, she has just collected for me when she's been out and about. Now, how about that as a beautiful floral? So if you're new here, or I don't know how to explain it, but I am getting obsessed by floral fabric. And as we've said, we don't need much. And what I love is that I share these little bits when I teach. So they end up traveling all around the world. So the blanket that we used yesterday for the pouch, I bought in Wellington when I was there. So again, everything travels, and I love to think that I'm the bird, the old bird. I'm the bird that takes them with me from my nest to my temporary nest. Now, here is another fabric that I just can't wait to cut out and use. That is so delicate and sweet. Here's a more colourful one. You know, I just love them all. And I said to the girls, aren't we so lucky that floral fabric is everywhere? But as gardeners now of floral textiles, the possibilities are endless, and we need to, look at our storage in a different way. Speaking of which, I was at the beautiful Bella studio, and I'll share some photos on Instagram. Absolutely divine, and I hadn't been there before, but I want to go back. She's curated it so beautifully, light and high ceilings, but she also had a system of storage there that I thought was amazing. Open and cardboard boxes, really, but yeah, I adored them. Okay, look at that. There's a bouquet of flowers for you on this day. These ones. And look at that, these. It's like a digital print, but they're like paintings, each flower. I've used one of these, and I will show you in a minute. Then she's harvested cross stitch. She knows I love cross stitch, and I'm running out very much in my collection. So all of those tiny little motifs, look how delicate they are. Am I in the shot? Just absolutely gorgeous, and all of them slightly different. And then these ones, I bring them up very close just so you can savor the detail with me. Honestly, I could weep at the beauty of textiles, but more so at the love of people, and being around a table with like minds is what we talk of. Now, talking about being thoughtful, Sarah made me 3 of these. I had one, I'll cut to the chase, but there are 3 of these divine dangles. And Sarah saw Beck from So Be Curated making these, and if you know Beck's and her Betsy pouch, she is selling kits that are based on a Suffolk puff or a yo-yo, and then beading them. In fact, I bought, did I show you that the other night? I bought the pouch kit, and I have that. Sarah she said she has fallen in love with making them, and she's taking it to next level. So this one has Sarah's signature cross stitches around it. There's the tram bell, love it. Beading, then little bits. This is sari silk, and what is incredible is that Sarah has selected old jewelry parts that match me and my life. So this is a bird. I don't know, can you see? My glasses and the light isn't very good here. There you are. A bird on beads with these dangles. This one is layer upon layer of petals in my favorite colors. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 individual prints with beads in the center, and now on here a butterfly, which has been always, and this is where I get emotional, my symbol of transformation. And a pearl that I love. And I've got one more to show you, but oh, it's on the ground, like everything that Kate, they're just attracted to the ground. Are you ready? Here's the third one. Try and get it in the light. she has him. So it's the same idea, but this top level she has stitched. And it stands up, so 3D, different sari, and then there's a heart with love, and have I missed which one that's on? She's put a treble clef, a musical sign. Here it is. Look, it was with the butterfly, because she knows I'm a musician as well. So how about that, everyone? Not only, well, I shouldn't say not only, it is art, but what an inspiration to all of us. And I hope you can hear in my voice just knowing that Sarah made those and went to the trouble of matching the charms with me in my life. Honestly, I just gorgeous. So there, I hope you can, I'll get out of my own shadow, literally. Is that a saying? So there's, look at that, that's just joy. Then I saw Zoe and the girls last night after the workshop, and Zoe has been in Hobart and she found me this. Look at those, the peacocks, the national bird of India, and these beautiful florals all around the place. And then this doily. Can you imagine having that on your dressing table? Oh, the flowers are delicate. That's how I think I used to do something like this when I was a teenager. Obviously when my eyes were better and my hands not so clumsy, but that pattern takes me, if you've read my latest newsletter, you can always subscribe. I tell a bit of a story about that on linen. But look, Kate in the Kate in the nest is playing in the bird bath. And look at the flowers on the, it's a bird bath. Could it be a fountain as well? Maybe, because it's going up there. Look at those stitches. Flowers everywhere. That is again a treasured piece, and I've already got so inspired, and yeah, just blessed and grateful. And I think I'll save that little piece for later. And just to finish with, I talk about when I get given things, when I buy things, when I collect things, I know that I won't use all of it. So I haven't got the main piece of material that I'm talking about. Sarah has bought me a meter of fabric, which is so me, and I was showing her, I was stitching my latest Flowers in Vases 3, and I said, something's wrong with it, something's missing, I need something. And she just goes, oh, I might have something for you. Anyway, long story, the gift of the fabric that I haven't brought over because I was harvesting it last night was perfect for my piece. So this is yesterday and last, oh, it's not going to work out very well. Yesterday and last night's progress on my latest piece. But in here, I'll just sit down so you don't get too much shadow. Here, and here, I've already used the fabric that I was gifted. So it just came to me when I needed it the most, and I've started to play. So I won't stitch on that, but just it's to illustrate that personally what am I saying? It's not that I don't like a stash. I just truly am passionate about everything that I get at the moment. And so I want to use it as part of the continuing story. Did I show you that fabric? It's an unusual color and I needed more contrast, and I've just started to do some little separated back stitch there. Anyway, so that's it. I have been so blessed. I'm going to put these little charms there because they could go in the garden. Helen was there as well, and Helen gave us all these beautiful crocheted flowers, 3D, and I had one sitting there, but it's come off. So that's to be continued. Okay, that's probably enough for now. Any moment my husband should be knocking on the door. Thank you for being with me. I hope that's brought you some smiles and yeah, some floral delight as well as shoppiness today. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.